Alrighty guys, happy Easter Monday. Your boy Deebs here. Funny thing, title of the video, I don't know what it's going to be called, but apparently you can't work on a public holiday, right? So I worked on Good Friday and I'm working today on Easter Monday. Now, I don't make any noise over the noise restrictions. I don't start any earlier than I'm supposed to. But anyway, around 8:30 this morning, there was this lady walking this little white dog, and as I'm vacuuming this car and I turn the vacuum off, she walks up to me and says, "You know you're not allowed to work on Easter Monday." Pardon me. And I said, "Sorry, what?" And she goes, "You're not allowed to work on a public holiday like Easter Monday." And I said to her, "Who can't work?" And she goes, "You're not supposed to work," and she walks off. Anyway, I walk out to the street and I just said, "Excuse me, and I was trying to get her to stop politely. I wasn't using my hands, just saying stop. And she just kept walking off faster and faster. And I probably looked like an idiot in the street saying, "Can you explain to me where you found this? Why can't I work a public holiday?" And I know you, my point, bikes, sorry about that. My point to this is, like, I've had enough of people throwing out random shit and not backing it up. You know, it's like when people yell out, "You can't do that," it's like, a why? And they just walk off. It annoys the shit out of me. And I suppose that's why, you know, given the fact of the matter, if the government want to say, "I can't work on Good Friday or Easter Monday," then they better subsidise petrol for me. They better subsidise a lot of other shit that I've got to make up for all the cost of living crap going on right now, because I just filled up a quarter of a tank of fuel in my four-wheel drive, and it was $62 for a quarter of a tank. And I said to the lady when I was in there paying, I've never seen the dollar symbols going that fast compared to the litres going, you know, when they're spinning around. Unbelievable. But back to the point, I digress again. T-shirt idea. I would never be that person that just runs up to some random person and says, "You can't do that," without having the knowledge, or at least knowing a little bit of why I'm saying that to back it up. I just find that it fucking annoys me, and I hate the word Karen. I hate when people use the term Karen, because I just think that's just been used to death. But for lack of a better term, she was a Karen. And I cannot stand these people that seem to think they can throw out this crap without even backing it up. If she would have stood there and showed me a bunch of things in the council and the Google where I couldn't work, I'd say, "Oh Jesus, okay, that's a good point." And I'd probably point to her and say, "Well, look at all these businesses across the street, they're all open. So, you know, why can a petrol station be open earning $3 a litre on fuel or diesel, but I can't clean a car for $99 for an hour?" You know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I have heard that before. You can't work certain, like Anzac Day, before certain times. But in this day and age of things getting so expensive and out of hand, I now have to work certain days to make ends meet, so to speak, to make up for the shortfall. But comment below, was that an overreaction, asking her to prove the point as to why? I can't stand that. But anyway, have a good Easter Monday. I hope you're still all there, still alive, still paying the bills. I'll talk to you tomorrow.